Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to Coasters in Perspective. If you already didn't know, yesterday I reviewed Thunderhead at Dollywood, and I highly encourage you to go check that video out, as I think I did a pretty good job on it. But today I'm going to be reviewing another coaster at Dollywood by the name of Tennesee Tornado. Built in 1999 by the legendary Aerodynamics, Tennessee Tornado is often regarded for having the smoothest layout of any Aerodynamics coaster. With 3 very intense inversions, Tennessee Tornado is one of my favorite loopers of all time. The only knock I have on this ride is its length. A lot of people tend to criticize Tennessee Tornado's very short layout, but I love to appreciate what it has, such as 3 super intense inversions, an intense overbank, and a good airtime pop into the final brake run. Not to mention the absolutely insane first drop, which I will get into a bit later. So that was pretty much just a general overview. Now let's go a little bit more in depth. Let's start with the presentation. I really love the presentation of Tennessee Tornado and how integrated into the forest and how woodsy it feels. The use of terrain, just like every other coaster at Dollywood, is amazing on Tennessee Tornado. Going up a hill on the first lift hill, then diving back down it. This is just an amazing feature that I think Tennessee Tornado has. Though there isn't a whole lot of theming throughout the ride's queue line, I still really appreciate what this ride has to offer. In terms of the color scheme, I absolutely love the brown color scheme and rustic theme that this ride sports. This ride is also just a spectacle to look at, as it is just amazing to see the 3 massive inversions and the roar of the track. The presentation of this ride is just brilliant, and I would just have it no other way. Now, let's go more in depth of the layout itself. To start off the ride, you ascend the 163-foot tall lift hill, which greets you to some good views of the surrounding mountains. Then, you go into a swooping right-hand turn before ascending your 128-foot drop. This is definitely the highlight of the ride for me because you get some amazing ejector airtime ascending that drop in the back row. Combine that with the amazing head chopper of the tunnel, and that is an amazing first drop. Definitely one of the best I've ever experienced. Then you fly into the ride's first inversion, the vertical loop. You get some good positive G's ascending the loop and some good hang time throughout the train at the top. Then after that, you fly into a pretty intense overbank before going into the ride's 2 final inversions. This vertical loop is very intense, giving some great sustained positive G-forces, while the Sidewinder also gives some great sustained positive Gs. Combine that with the lateral whip. These are 2 of some of the most intense moments I've ever experienced on a coaster, and both of these inversions made me really gray out. Then you fly into one more overbank before getting a good airtime pop into the final brake run, ending your intense ride. So far, there is one thing I've yet to talk about with Tennessee Tornado, and that is the ride's smoothness. I am not even joking when I say this, but Tennessee Tornado is one of the smoothest roller coasters I've ever ridden. This ride has no rattle or any jerkiness to it whatsoever, which is really surprising, seeing how it was built by Aerodynamics themselves. Overall, I think Tennessee Tornado is a great ride, so what would I rate it? I would give this ride an 8.5 out of 10. The only reason that there's 1.5 points taking off in its final score is because of the length. It's just such a short ride, and it feels like it's over in a flash, and I waited around 45 minutes for a back row ride, and I guess it was worth it, but to some it won't. But overall, Tennessee Tornado is a must-do if you're visiting Dollywood, as it will definitely be one of the highlight coasters of your trip. So it looks like that is going to do it for this review. What are your thoughts on Tennessee Tornado? Let me know in the comments down below. Just like always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you did enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.